Okay, so for this question we need to understand different network topologies. Topology looks like a scary word, but it just means the shape of different networks. So I'm going to talk through bus topologies, ring topologies and star topologies, and then we'll talk about the advantages and disadvantages, and then we'll go to the answer for this question. So first of all, one of the most common ones and simplest ones is a bus topology. So imagine that each blob that I'm drawing now is a computer on a network, so it might be computers in a classroom or in an office or something. Easiest way to connect them up is to have one simple backbone, and then you connect up all of the computers onto that connection. So it's called a bus topology because you can imagine a big long straight road and a bus just drives up and down it. So if this computer here wants to send information to this computer over here, it just sends information onto the bus and the information travels all the way along the network. So all of the computers share the same connection, which means that if two computers want to talk to each other at the same time, sometimes you'll get a collision because this computer might send some data onto the bus. This computer might also send some information onto the bus, and the information will collide and it will corrupt. Like the information will be meaningless. So the disadvantage of a bus network is that the length of the bus is limited, and the more computers you have on it, the more chance of a collision, the more things can go wrong. Advantages are that it's simple and it uses a very limited amount of cable, which is good. So the next topology, so that was a bus topology, is a ring topology. That's the one that this question is talking about. So now we have our computers in a ring, and if they want to send information to each other, then you just connect the cables from one computer to the next computer. So we haven't got one big long cable now connecting them all up. We've just got cable from one computer to both of the computers on either side. So the advantages of this one are there's no server involved, it's just cable from computer to computer. And it can be really nice and fast because this computer can just send information straight to this one. But if there's a problem, as in a mouse eats this cable, or this cable gets broken or anything like that, then one break in one cable can completely cause the whole network to crash, because this computer can't talk to that one anymore. If there's a break here, it can't talk to that one, it can't talk to that one. One simple problem can cause the whole thing to crash. Another problem is if you have a large ring, so lots of computers, so like a big network of, I don't know, a couple of hundred computers on, and they're all just connected to the computer next to each other. Whilst a ring topology is great for just a couple of people in a small office, the more computers you have, the longer it takes for information to go all the way around the ring. So it gets very slow and inefficient for large networks. Okay, so the final topology we'll talk through is a star topology. So if we think of topology as just meaning shape, I want to get rid of these things here too. Then a star topology, you have a server in the middle, and the server's connected to all of your desktop PCs, and then you connect each computer to your server. Okay, so the advantages of this are that it's quite nice and simple. To connect up a new computer, all you've got to do is just put that computer in a room and have a cable connecting it to your server. And it's nice and centralized. The server lets you save all stuff that you want each computer to access, like shared files and everything, and all of them can access that individually. Disadvantages are that if your server crashes or anything breaks on your server, then it affects your whole network. So you're very dependent on this server here. So back to our question, two disadvantages of using the ring topology in a computer network. I'm looking at page 53 on your revision guide. Back to your ring topology. One disadvantage would mean if any one of these cables breaks, then the whole network goes down. And also, it's pretty rubbish when it comes to large networks, because it takes a long time for the information to go all the way around the ring. Also, if any computer is feeling particularly slow, so let's say this one is installing some updates or anything, then information travelling from this one to this one as it goes round is going to get delayed by this computer being really busy. So if any computer is running slowly, then the whole network slows to a crawl. So we've got three disadvantages to choose from. You just need any two of those. One would be any break in the cable causes the whole network to fail. Any computer running slowly causes the whole network to slow down. And it's not efficient with large numbers of computers because all the information has to travel from one computer to the next.